Hello and welcome back to another 1v1 game in Steel Division 2, of course. I've been playing a lot of allies lately and I thought I might check out some Axis as well. I haven't played this division before. I played it a bit, I think, but never seriously, so I took on to see what it's all about because I see that people really like it. And this is Gruppe Harteneck, A-rated division, mechanized. So, let's see what I made with this deck. So these guys are Aufklärers, we've looked at them before, nothing special about them. I tend to take this Spätrupp with me now. They have a light MG34 and they can support your troops while they're advancing with that MG, and I think that's good because they usually arrive first, or one of the first squads that are on site, and they can kind of do some damage with the MG34. Pretty good. There are some Kosaken here, which is another recon squad, which kind of looks interesting, and I might try it out, but we'll see for now. It's only 30 points, so 5 points more, but like a lot more men. But we'll see how that works out. Otherwise, again, I'm trying to have more elite infantry around, and especially with this division, that will pay off. So first thing, we have 6 cards of, not 6 cards, I mean 6 of these Grenadiers. These are just normal Grens, have German rifles, Russian submachine guns and machine guns, and a Panzerfaust. So pretty okay squad, I would say. I put them to wet 1 for now. Or is that wet 2 actually? That's wet 1, I think. We have these Führer, have 4 MP44, so can do some damage in close combat, enable Handgranate to smoke themselves in if they want to. Vet 2 Panzergrens, just German Panzergrens without an AT weapon though, so be careful with those. I vetted them up to 2, I want them to be able to stand up to most Russian infantry. We're getting to the real stuff now. Reitjägers, 9 MP40s, 3 Carabiners and a Panzerfaust. These guys will shred stuff in close combat. Pretty good squad, also maximum vet here. Reitjäger, yes. So, Reitjäger with MP44s, we get 4 of those even. And 7 MP44s, 3 Carabiners, 2 MP40s, no AT weapon. Again, that is the trade-off you get. Also maximum veterancy. This is some of the strongest infantry I've seen around. These guys as well. These guys are insane. This is Hungarian infantry. Yes, they are Hungarian infantry. They have 9 rifles, have this submachine gun with the squad leader probably, and have 3 of these light machine guns. And these guys shred, so I just put them to the lowest possible veterancy level in phase B, so I get as much of them as possible. You only get 1 card of those. B, we have some more Reitjägers with MP44s, and C, for these prolonged engagements, if I run out of infantry, just put in some Jäger Pioneers, 18 of them, Gewalte Ladung, light MG, G43s, good squad, and some more Reitjägers with MP44s, or no, with MP40s, so we can kind of duke it out in phase C. Tank-wise, pretty good tank tab actually. They have these captured T-34s. I kind of took the most of them I could get in phase A because that's where I will usually use them. In phase B and C we'll switch to our German tanks. 3 Stugs in B, maximum veterancy, good for taking out most Soviet tanks, no issues there. It's a proven thing, honestly. Phase B, 2 Tigers, wet 1, or wet 1 I guess, yes. So Tigers, nothing much to talk about, good all around. Tiger Führer, just if we want to make an armored push or something. And 2 more elite Tigers in phase C. Support wise, I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have flamethrowers at all. There are no flamethrowers in this deck, so especially on Orsha, if you're facing 26th infantry or something, 26 guard rifle, I'm sorry, you will have trouble. And I played this division against 26th, and you really have to be careful. But for now, let's look at the support tab. So no flames as far as I can see. Maybe a Jaeger MG42. I took the Ersatz MG because I get more of them and I don't need them to do much, just stand around in a building and shoot at stuff, so no reason to spend more points. We have a Commandant, which I obviously forget to buy every game. We have 6 Opel Blitzes, supply trucks, phase B. Anti-tank tab, that's kind of a mixed bag, and some decisions were made here because of the RD tab, so I don't know how I'm going to explain this, but I got 2 Hetzers. This is a Hetzer, I think. Yes, it is. So got 2 of these on A maximum veterancy because I think I won't be using more than 2 anyway. And I bought these AT guns. So these are captured Russians. These guns can be used in an AT role, but can be used as RT as well. And since this, one of the downsides of this deck is that it has no good RT, at least I haven't seen none, I bought these and I'm kind of using them as RT and if I need a AT, but honestly with Tigers around I don't think I'll need this, so I'm mostly using it as RT. Anti-air, this thing is pretty bad at being an anti-air gun, you know. It will rarely take down an enemy plane, but it's good at shredding infantry, so I kind of started using it in dead roll. And this is really good anti-air, so flak fearling on a truck, very mobile, very good, does a lot of damage to planes and infantry. So RT tab, that's what I talked about. I took some of these mortars just for smoke and fire support. These mortars are pretty good, pretty mobile. So mortar in a half track, pretty interesting thing. Move away, I don't want to see that. Okay, whatever, I don't know why this is happening. And Batterieführer, which I use as an infantry squad to lead my other troops. Now here we have these Beobachters, that is all nice and dandy, but over here we have this, and it's an howitzer, can be used, I don't know, as an AP weapon, 60 points, but for now the Zis is cheaper, and I don't know, I just prefer it. We have 120 millimeters. The Nahtwerfers, you can switch out for the 80, but it all depends on your playstyle. 105 spotter and this 210 spotter. And don't get me wrong, this is not bad, but every player that sees this thing after the beta or even in the beta, people learn the decks and see that you have an RT spotter coming in and a plane. It's not like an infantry RT spotter or a jeep that you can hide, this thing is in the air, so everyone will sacrifice 3 fighters to just take this thing down, so I don't bother. Air tab is pretty good actually. I don't know what's wrong with these MA109 E4s, but they get taken out by Yak so easily. They're vet too, so they should be good, or maybe it's just me, I don't know. But it says that it's a Hungarian plane. I see the Hungarian markings on it, but I think it's a German plane. I'm not sure. So more MA109s, Hungarian again. I think it just says they're Hungarian because they have Hungarian markings. MA109s, a lot of fire planes. I took 2 of those guys. Good at taking out enemy tanks, especially Soviet tanks. They're not so hard to take out. And here we go, more fighters. So a lot of fighters for that late game air superiority if we want it. And that's my deck, so I'll see you in the game. So welcome back in the game. We're both playing Maverick, which is interesting. He is playing 44 guard rifle, I think. Yes, guard rifle. C-rated division, actually interesting, but that has a lot of stuff going on for it. I kinda looked at the deck after the game, and it was interesting enough, but I want to show off this game mostly for aggressive Axis infantry play, which I kinda do with this division. And Axis infantry is really insanely OP, at least with this Harteneck division. I feel like they're a bit OP. We haven't faced the... I played against 26 guard rifle as well, but you know, these guys will just shred anything, as you will see. So we'll do the usual, deploy all the troops, and then we'll go over what I'm doing and what my opponent is doing. I'm doing mostly my standard deployment, which you have seen before. It's kind of similar to most of the stuff. But my general plan is to defend this area, defend all of these as well, and push here. That's my plan. And the thing is, it usually happens that the enemy puts most of his forces here as well, so if you beat them here, you are kind of good to go. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just waiting for the deployment to end, and then we'll look at the units one by one. I'm already deployed, which you can tell by me moving all the units as close as possible to the dividing line. And let's go over the units now. Let's go over these units first. So, these are commanders. Over here we have Tanko Desatniki guards and a T-34. We have an M42 AT gun. We have an SU-152. No, it's not one. Wait, it's an SU-152. Not to be confused with the ISU-152, which I do all the time. And some more guards. Over here we have 3 MGs moving in. Oh yeah, let's see the pass. So he is trying an aggressive play over here. Over here he's trying to get into this village and this one. Only 80 guns here, which is an interesting deployment actually, which I wouldn't do. He's probably counting on it that most people don't attack this village. So, I don't know. I didn't attack it, so that's okay. So, 280 guns. Over here we have M45 80 guns, sniper, dozer, so recon infantry, some Tanko Desatniki, Vetu, no, they're getting buffed by the tank I think, and T-34 76 commander. I don't know why commander, but I guess he has his reasons. My deployment over here, I have a Spätrupp and 2 right Jäger MP44 and a P-Gran. Right Jäger with the MP40 I think, Reiter Führer, and a mortar and a flak. I'm starting to bring flak now to support my infantry push. I have let's see my deployment actually. So conservative deployment, and I plan to push forward with the mortar support. Over here I have the Aufklärer moving in here because he can spot some stuff on these hills I guess. Ersatz MG will be going in the church and 2 grenadiers just guarding the village. Over here we have an Aufklärer and a P-Gran moving to this position, and a Hetzer, which I found is a good choice for this hill. Can take some shots and can take out enemy tanks and infantry and I don't know. Ersatz MG is moving up there into the village, a second Ersatz MG here to support, and a right Jäger moving in here. To the right we have Grenadiers with a DP moving in to block off this position, Reiter Führer moving into the forest over here, a mortar moving there, and 3 right Jägers, right Jäger MP44, P-Gran, and another right Jäger with the MP40 moving into these positions. So that's the deployments I guess, so let's see what happens. I lose a lot of points in the beginning, 15-9 right now, because his fast transports are capping a lot of the objectives. Over here I decide to not push forward, I will just stay in the forest and see what he does. Spätrupp gets the enemy AT gun inside and starts shooting with the MG, that's what I'm talking about. I start shooting with the mortar because I see that he's faster. Over here we're getting into position. To the right as well, some early fights here, P-Gran shooting down that sniper. Over here we have Grants fighting the SG-43 machine gun, another Ersatz MG is moving in. And let's slow it down. Over here we have very aggressive Soviet infantry play, which some Soviet players do, but these are Vetri Reiter Jägers over here, and he dismounts in front of them with the Tanko Desatniki, which are close combat infantry. Right Jägers start shooting with the MP44s, also throwing grenades at the transports. Same story over here. They get pinned down, surrendered, and grenaded to death. Over here we have a P-Gran squad, so not suited for close combat, fighting with these Tanko Desatniki. And the Tanko Desatniki have a hard time staying alive. I have Spätrupp support, which is 1 MG. SU-152 getting a good shot on these guys, so his initial push shut down. And I'm still mortaring, I think. To the right we have his infantry moving in. I have right Jäger MP44 just staying there, getting buffed by the right Führer. This P-Gran is just staying there as well. For here we managed to take this and even take this, which I didn't notice while I was playing. The T-34 is shooting something, I'm not sure what. Okay, shooting my infantry. I think we can go a bit faster if nothing... No. For here we have another engagement, so these P-Grans are retreating. A lot of enemy infantry and a tank here, but we're just staying there. Some engagements, they're mostly shooting their rifles, I think, at dead infantry, but I'm waiting for more mortar support to actually push forward. I start to move in 2 captured T-34s to support my push. To the right, he's content with staying there. He retook that objective, so it's 12 health. Double mortar now, close to the target, will have good accuracy, and we're starting to work on that infantry a bit. He's really concentrating on this village, he wants to take it. So mortar is making contact, doing good damage over here. I retreat into the forest, no need to lose men. He's starting to move through here, trying to get this objective. Nothing much happening, a bit of a lull in the fighting, but we're still mortaring, and this is what you should do if you don't have anything else to do, just mortar his infantry. The Hetzer gets into a fight with some AT guns, which he doesn't want to take, so he retreats. D-34 is moving in, the Su-152 shooting HE shells at them, which I don't particularly like. I move in a plane to try to panic that thing. T-34s are shooting at the Su-152. I think they would have taken it out eventually, but I don't want to spend an hour shooting at it, so I decide to smoke it in. And when it's smoked in, it can shoot at us. I move up the T-34s. Over here, he's just pushing through. My plane is still trying to do some damage. Enemy Yak moves in, Yak 3. I take some damage from the MG, I think, from that truck. Or half track, better said. I'm trying to lure him over my AA, but it's just too bad. Won't do much to him. Pilot panicked. I'm trying to take that thing out, but it's faster. So smoked in some enemy troops. Now I decided let's go slower. Let's see what's happening to the right. Nothing much, he's just pushing forward a bit. Or here I decide to push forward and take out this tank. If I'm lucky, he will shoot the flak and maybe get a crit on it, which would be the best thing to happen, but the T-34 gets a shot first. T-34 shoots, kills, fuel explosion, very nice. Mortar now firing at presumed positions of enemy infantry, and I decide to move forward with much of my infantry as well over here. He tells them to not shoot, trying to hide them as long as possible. To the right, he's pushing forward. He will take this objective very soon. And flak leading the way, which is not the smartest thing ever, but you know, micro here, micro there. You have some tanks moving through the forest, which is a thing that is good to do usually. I spot that there is something here unloading, so I tell my mortars to shoot it. In the middle, nothing much is happening. This Rozvedka is trying to do something, I don't know what. Tanko Desetniki taking a fight with the VET-3P Grants. Will win it eventually, but will take a lot of losses as well. I have some Jaeger MP44 moving in. I think we can go faster now. In the air, I have some planes moving around, but I'm mostly losing planes to his Yaks, which I don't really like, but that's how it goes, I guess. And we're shooting that enemy SG-43. It will go down eventually, I think. Infantry moving forward. Just check something. To the right, I move in a single Hetzer, trying to kill that tank that I know is there. Let's go a bit faster. There's an enemy AT gun here, ready to fire. Has my flak inside. Takes a shot, gets an engine destroyed, but now we're firing back. Transmission destroyed. I get lucky with this, really lucky. There's only 10 armor. Su-152 shooting down one of my squads. Jaegers are now in position, taking down the enemy infantry, and we have the village. Over here I'm moving in the Jagdpanzer. It's getting shot by that MG, which is funny. I don't think I move it in yet. To the left we have these two T-34s trying to do something. There is an AT gun here and an SU. So, shooting that SU-152, they should be able to take it out and to pen it. Only has 70 fraud armor. Here's some more infantry moving in for now. There is an AT gun. And the guards are shooting with their PTRD as well. And bailed out, so the crew is out. I see that I'm having a lot of opposition over here, so I decide to move back with these. To the right, the Hetzer is just guarding that exit from the forest. We have a T-34 shooting our T-34s. Another T-34 over here. I stupidly assume that this T-34 is shooting at my Grens. But he was shooting at my mortar, which is really bad. I don't notice. I thought he's shooting Grants, so I don't move it, and it gets taken down eventually. Over here, he's just staying around my infantry, but not doing much. He could have taken out the Führer probably, but well. He's mostly concentrating on this side as well. We have some flak here, but as you can see, it's not really bothering the enemy planes too much. I tried to charge that T-34 but get pinned down, so I decide to smoke it in. Move in more flak, trying to support my own planes here, but they just get shredded by the enemy Yaks. 13-11. T-34 is moving forward from the smoke. A lot of enemy troops approaching, but they're still not doing anything significant to challenge my forces over there. Right here we're losing planes left and right, nothing I can do about it. Moving in more AA, okay, that was already seen. Move in on our Zatz MG, he drives forward the M21, it will get Fausted I think, yes, bailed out. So these guys spent 2 Fausts on that. Spätrup getting killed. T-34 moving around, trying to meet up with the other tanks. A lot of damage being done by the P-Grans. Enemy planes still roaming around, this AA not doing too much damage. Trying to shoot the presumed position of enemy infantry. Over here we have Reiterführer engaged with Tanko Desadniki, will get taken down, so he's slowly but surely moving on to these right Jaegers, but he's afraid of them, as he should be. I move in the remaining T-34s I have to support my defense of the village. Over here we get some shots, but the T-34 moves in, exploits me reloading, and gets a shot off I think. There we go. Enemy mortar shooting at my infantry. We have some snipers here. Nothing much happening over there. T-34 moving in. And we have 30 seconds left until phase B, when I can get some better AA to counter the air superiority we're seeing over here. Enemy tanks and transports getting too close for comfort. I think I decide to move back, but the T-34s are here to help out. Hetzer moving in to take out the T-34-76, hopefully. So just edging its way into that forest, trying to get a good shot. So the Hetzer moves in, reloads, shoots, transmission damage, T-34 shoots, shooter killed, and I decide it's time to retreat before getting killed like that. Ground attack plane trying to kill that T-34, I'm not sure if successful. I think it did take it down, but gets taken down immediately by enemy fighter planes. Over here, my useless AA not doing much. But it's good against infantry, and it can do some panic damage, so I guess it's not useless. Over here, I get in a really bad engagement with a lot of T-34s backed up by AT guns, so Really bad play by me. As soon as I saw this, I should have moved out or backed up into the smoke that was so conveniently fired by my enemy there. But I missed the opportunity and lose some tanks here. Some of them will move back. Phase B is online, I think, but we still haven't called anything significant in. Might not be Phase B. So there's the IL-2M with rockets, 4 rockets over there. Does good panic damage as far as I can see. Okay, so now we're talking. Some better AA coming in. The Sonderkraftfahrzeug 7-1, so which is a flak Vierling that is mounted on a truck. Tiger E moving in as well. Only one T-34 left here. I'm trying to take out that thing, but the fighter plane is faster, so it has to circle around all the time. My infantry doing a good job at staying in that village. Nothing much happening here. He is still content with waiting. So T-34 is taking some shots. Sonderkraftfahrzeug moving in. I buy some more AA, understandably, because I'm losing air superiority. And the last T-34 gets taken down, so I didn't really use these to much effect. And now he's starting to strafe stuff again, but he won't be able to stay above my troops for long when these things are in position. Reitführer getting some heat over here. I decide to retreat into the forest, no reason to lose him. Hetzer moving in again to take yet another shot. Gets taken out. AA is coming online over here, doing some good damage. He starts to RD my mortar, I think that's what he's trying to do. But mostly hits my incoming AA. Pigrens facing Tanko Desadniki over here. These dudes will not survive this fight. Tiger taking a shot at something. Taking down the Su-152. And I'm moving in 3 squads of this Hungarian infantry. Tiger is here now, not much to contest him. There are some 80 guns, some T-34 76s, but they won't do much against him. Second shot, there we go, it's taken out. I decide to drive this truck here, but the problem is there is line of sight, so it gets taken out by the T-34 as soon as it arrives. Really bad loss, you don't get many of those. To the right, I'm trying to take out that tank, but I'm out of Panzerfaust. I think I had shot one, so that's it. More enemy tanks staying around. He's moving in some anti-air, some more tanks. To the right, he is not really doing anything here. He should move out and take out these Reitjägers, but that's easier said than done. He's doing the right thing, calling in a mortar to get these guys out. A lot of Reitjägers and Hungarian infantry coming in. I dismount them because they're getting shot by AT guns and MGs. So Reitjägers will take these positions and the Hungarians will move through here. More AA firing here. My good AA now taking out enemy planes. ME-109 not needed right now. Will strafe some enemy troops. Another Tiger moving in with some of the less good flak again. Tiger E fighting the enemy AT gun, I think. But I see this thing and I decide to move back 180 pen on that thing. Tanko Desadniki over here will get caught by the Reitjägers. And basically everything here as soon as it's spotted. So these guys will get melded by the Hungarians. There we go, enemy squad down. To the right, I lose that squad because I didn't move it soon enough, so the tank took it out. 11-13. Tiger E moving in right now. I'm trying to take out the T-34-85. He's trying to smoke in my Tiger, which is understandable. I buy some captured Zis guns and start RDing the presumed position of that enemy AA. And I hit, which is good. I want it pinned down. We have some guards moving through here. Tiger will move on this little road and then we can start to retake this position. Mortar is taking some shots on my Reiters, which is good. For him, I guess, not for me. Some RD still shooting here. Su-76 is firing smoke. Guards get into the engagements with the right Jaegers. The right Jaegers will not do much damage on this range because they're only firing with their carabiners, but the other right Jaegers move in. Tiger has a target. And here I get really lucky. Now let's watch this closely. The Tiger is smoked in, so the T-34-76 is diving in for a suicidal attack over here before getting caught by that second Tiger. So T-34 moves in. In the meantime, there is an L2 getting in here to panic my Tiger. I see it and I back up. Tiger is not totally panicked. T-34 shoots, kills my driver. It's loading in the second shot, but the Tiger gets back, reloads his gun, shoots, shooter killed. Second shot. Takes out the T-34, of course, from this range. So really lucky there with the Tiger. I am preparing a bit of an offensive on this side as well. I'm gathering troops here, which I will move to attack this village. It's something I do when I see that enemies are really concentrated on one side, then kind of decide if I have some points to spare to move in some infantry. It's not so much to capture any area, but to have a bit of a distraction for him. Over here is moving in more troops now, trying to get these right Jaegers, and Automachiki are here, PPSHs, so 10 of them. We took over this village over here, so let's see how the engagement goes. Right Jaegers with the MP44 shooting at the sappers up there. Automachiki getting into that building, or no, just moving through. Get into the engagement with the right Jaegers. With tank support they will take them out, but still losing men here. I'm smoking up the area around the village now, so I can move in my infantry without getting shot down by the AT guns and the guards or whatever there is. He takes the village to the right, and now I decide to attack. He sees the smoke, immediately realizes what is going to happen, shoots the crossroad. He probably spotted some of my stuff there. To the left, nothing much is happening. 12-12 right now. The Batterieführer is leading, so leader squad shouldn't go first, but has the fastest transport, I guess. These Hungarian trucks are a bit slower. Batterieführer just staying there. He's moving in planes, panics a bit, tries to strafe my troops. I have a Stuck supporting. We get some panic damage done. I dismount because I don't know what's waiting for us, don't want to drive further. And get these guys a bit around so they don't get killed by Artie immediately. And let them do their thing, I guess. Move in some planes trying to chase off his planes, which works for now. Move in the ground attack plane trying to take out the T-34. Hungarian infantry here, so this is like 9 MG shooting right now. Panics the enemy troops over here. Stuck is firing at enemy tanks, I think. No, it's firing at the AT gun. Over here I do a counterattack as well, right Jaegers. I risk it a bit moving into the belly of the beast. Immediately dismount over here. Let them do their thing. I have one squad moving here as well. Grenades getting in. Enemy infantry gets taken down. Over here we're pinned down by enemy RD. was the Su-76 and the 122mm RTP shooting. He is counter-attacking in this forest, trying to take this position, which he will do. Village is ours again. Ground attack planes shooting at the T-34-85, getting some good shots in. To the left, nothing much is happening. Enemy fighter planes moving in. I don't have any AA here. Tiger is moving in and AA is being bought. Stug is now getting some shots on something. I think it's the AT gun. The Hungarian infantry gets back. I move them into buildings. 10-14 right now. Flak Fueling is firing. Tiger on an attack move, trying to take out that T-34. There we go, Tiger gets a shot now. Vet 2 Tiger. Wounds the loader. Second shot takes out the enemy tank. Third shot will take out the recon jeep. To the left, more infantry moving in now. Sepper with the PPSHs. I don't know why he's moving them like that, but for some reason he is. Hungarians now in control of these two objectives here. Stock 3 getting into a fight with these T-34-85s. He's trying to smoke in the Tiger, but I'm moving it already. To the left there is the light infantry push, but I have too many units around. Stock is fighting over here, did some transmission damage. Can't really take it out, get some shooter damage as well. There we go, infantry moving in. I left this Tiger in the front, so I thought he would charge it a bit. It's right behind the building. But he's content with staying on this range and just engaging with the DPs. But the Hungarians will overpower them. They are in green cover and have 3 MGs, so, you know. Stock 3 gets crew killed by the T-34-85. Infantry trying to move into this village, but gets shredded by the Hungarian infantry over here as well. Sappers with PPSHs get taken out immediately. So, pretty good. Another Tiger moving in to support the Stug. Right Jaeger is facing PPSHs. That TNT will hurt. There we go, but the sappers get taken out, I think. AA doing a lot of damage to these planes. There we go, enemy squad gets taken down. I move my AA forward to kill enemy infantry. I'm chasing down enemy planes, but not too successfully, so I evac. Over here he's trying to move into the village, but not really being successful with it. Some AA is in place now, 9-15. Some RD shots by these 76mm. I tell my own 76s to shoot, well, his RD, but I don't spot it properly. He's still gathering troops for another attack over here. Tiger gets into position, gets into a fight with these T-34-85s. We'll take them out. So for me this division has basically everything I need to play. With so much, I mean, so strong infantry and Tigers. That's a bit, I wouldn't say OP, but pretty strong. Tiger fighting the 76mm gun will take it out. Second Tiger, I want to position him over here because from this position he can cover the road as well. So he will snipe reinforcements. Enemy T-34-85 trying to move in. He's smoking in his infantry, probably trying to approach here. Some infantry starts moving. 2 squads at Automachiki here, caught by the right Jaegers. They're just melting, and these guys, MP40s. The Tiger is shooting the T-34-85 over there. Gets a good shot. Repair truck coming in to save that Stug. Second shot by the Tiger. Enemy tank is down. Hetzer gets taken out. Over here not much is happening. So, this attack fails. Tiger is here. We'll get a shot on that AA piece. Gets taken out. Hungarians stopping the enemy approach again with their MGs, although he's firing with Adardi. And yes, well, he's trying to move in, but it's pretty hard moving against this division, especially if we have such superiority in armor and in infantry. He might have a lot of infantry, but he has poor infantry compared to my vetted elite infantry, so that's it. From the divisions that I played for now, I think the only division that can match this infantry, kinda, is vetted 26 guards, so I don't know. I might modify this deck a bit after this game, and he GG's here, so it's done. But we'll see. So let's see the team stats. Kill 2660. That's about it. Kills, so well, some of his stuff did good work. The SU-152 did some good damage. The T-34 here did a lot of damage. Yak 3 performed really well. M42 gun even killed a Tiger. T-34 again did some good damage, but losses over here. My infantry shredding stuff. The right Jaegers with the MP44 destroying a lot of enemy infantry. Look at these right Jaegers. So M42 sappers, guards, sappers, M42 sappers. Here 2 squads, guards, Tanko Desadniki, sappers, Tiger E destroying a lot of enemy tanks, another Tiger E, Stug 3 doing some good work, Tiger again, right Jaeger taking out a lot of infantry, Tiger E, and that's about it. So pretty interesting game, pretty interesting division. I will again post the link to the deck probably in the first comment on the video, so check that out. And I'm gonna post the deck I played with, so not the one that I will change. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, because it helps me greatly. I have a Patreon now, so you can support me there as well if you like to. Otherwise, I will see you with more 1v1 games very soon. Have a good one.